Hi everyone. First of all, my complete and utter apologies for the total radio silence for practically the last year. I think the last main communication from me was in the first lockdown last March here in France when I did my 21-day plan. And thank you to all of you that downloaded that, and I hope that you were creative in the following months after that, and those tools managed to help you surf the wave, as it were, through the first lockdown and hopefully maybe the second and even third and fourth, wherever you are in the world. I thought it would be nice to get back in contact with you, but in a different way, through a video rather than some text. I've been very busy myself this last year, writing lots of training courses, doing a lot of coaching with individuals and teams. It's been a time of great need for a lot of people. I have moved house. Hopefully you can see my new backdrop, which was a lot nicer than my previous one. My wife-to-be is now pregnant, and we are expecting a little baby boy for the start of July. So it's been a bit of a whirlwind. It's been pretty crazy, but I thought I would just reconnect with you. You can see, hopefully, or you can hear that we live near a school and that there's lots of children screaming outside, but I thought it would be nice to speak to you from outside. And all I wanted to do was just share with you some of the books that I've been reading through the various lockdowns. And it's really weird because I was thinking, which ones am I going to share with you? And these four just jumped out, caught my attention, because they have a common theme. And that common theme is reconnecting to who you really are and who you really want to be, and forgetting about what you're supposed to do or what is the right thing to do or what society expects of you, what your friends, your family expect of you, what your job expects of you, and really just connecting to what is really important to you deep down. And the first one, I don't know if you've heard of it, John Livingston Seagull, by a guy called Richard Bach. I'll hold it up there so you can hopefully see that. It's a great story about a seagull who isn't interested in just eating fish like all the other seagulls, and all he cares about is flying, and he does his very best to reconnect to that passion that he has of flying. It's a beautifully written book, and even if seagulls isn't your passion, hopefully you'd enjoy it. The second one is called The Novice. It's by a guy called a monk I'm looking for, called Thich Nhat Hanh. This is actually the French version, but I'm sure it exists in English. And I think what caught my attention in this book is, and I'll put the names of the books in text so you can see them, but it's about a woman who wanted to become a monk. I think that's why I said nun. And it's about not stopping at the rules, at the structure, and thinking out of the box about a woman that became a monk and the beautiful story that is. Very spiritual book from Thich Nhat Hanh. A classic, The Little Prince from Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, all about really being yourself. How more simple could it be to just connect to our childhood, connect to that inner child of who we really are. A really endearing, really lovely book. If you haven't read it, or probably if you haven't read it for a while. And finally, last but not least, the L'Alchimiste, Paulo Coelho. You might have heard it, it's maybe a little bit more popular, about a shepherd and the journey that he goes on, again, connecting to what is really important to him. And all these four books just had for me something in common, which was, through these turbulent times, through this ever-changing world that we live in, the only thing that we can really hold on to is what we have inside, who we really are. And these four books really just helped me connect back to my childhood and my inner child, who I really want to be inside. What is it that makes me smile? Who is it that I really am? So happy reading. Hope you enjoy one or some of them. And I hope to catch up with you in more depth really soon. Thank you.